Yeah, there we are.
People. Guess we got to run the game now. I mean,
Looks like it.
We're on
pack it
stream and
out
everything.
now.
Yeah, I mean, wow.
Oh, I thought my mic was muted. I'm glad I wasn't spouting off.
So what is a Shadowrun, right? This isn't the Kickstarter emotional support group. No? Okay, yeah.
I mean,
When am I going to see
little column, eh?
fulfillment? When will I be fulfilled?
Just give us closure.
Just tell us you're not going to do it and get on.
Oh boy. Well, yeah. So Shadowrun, using Anarchy, which is actually a system for Shadowrun. Yeah, imagine that. It's a thing.
No way.
Who'd have thunk it?
I don't believe
Less weighty than the actual Shadowrun system. But yeah, so we're back. We're minus a friend in tonight. He's not feeling so good. So yeah, send him some positive thoughts out there. Maybe he won't die on us.
I joined the hack club too. I think it was just because
There you go.
I was too lazy to do anything today. I made salsa and blanched some potato like fries and chips and stuff so I could air fry them or whatever. But never mind. That's real life stuff. Let's go. Let's go.
The
burn down.
hat
Let's go
says
burn down this
artsy,
castle.
so you know, yeah, I get it.
What are you
yeah.
talking about, artsy? I ain't no artsy fartsy kind of person.
Well, let's get the intros out of the gate here. Chuck,
Hey,
who are you playing?
Yeah.
What do you want to plug?
I am playing Ivan, our friendly little mage. Yeah, I don't know. Defenders of Cobalt. That's where you can find me. I also run stuff on Free League Publishing and on Goodman Games Official. Yeah.
Jeff?
Hallelujah.
Me, Adventures in Lollygagging, play games on the internet, twitch.tv/lollygaggers. We also play on Free League Publishing channel, which we will be on tomorrow night. This is me officially reminding Bert that he's playing Invasion tomorrow night, Chuck as well. And I think on Saturday we got some Best Left Buried planned back on our own channel. So, yeah. And I'm playing Gantu Proboa, Dwarven Street Samurai with a heart of gold and all sorts of grifting and conning.
Nice. Pretentious hats go last.
Oh, pretentious. Chuck, that's like one big link. I was just going to type that, but now it's my turn. I was like, what happened? I had all kinds of problems with that today, too. Hi, I'm Christopher from Two Old Guys Games. Also, all the RPGs on Twitch. I'm playing Techno G, the Decker / Rigger tech support guy for these schmoes, who I value very highly when we're in the shadows.
I mean, you know, something to absorb bullets is always good.
Right. Gantu, I definitely have stand in front of me a lot. He's partially bulletproof. He's got
Cover your kneecaps to your feet. So.
Yeah, it's the most valuable part. It's where I keep all my computer bits.
Smart. That's smart.
I'm Bert. I'm the host and primary GM of Steam, Steel, and Murder, the podcast, and now the Twitch stream, which you can find at Steam, Steel, and Murder. Had our first game, warts and all, tech issues and all, last Friday, but it's there, and it's being backed up on YouTube as well. You can follow links to find all that fun stuff. But now, Shadowrun, again, minus our face. God, the orcs, the face. What a world. So what happened? What happened last time, guys?
We went to the donkey show.
We did go to the donkey show.
Finest asses in the land.
We did
That's
it.
truth right there.
And we
completed
won.
the venture. We went to the donkey show. That's all we
won.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know that we got into and one of the things that we wanted to do is get into the tour director. We went and saw the tour director.
Yeah.
Set up a tour. But we got kind of some weird vibes from her. She kept trying to like get our fingerprints and stuff like that from some of the glasses. So we checked back later after the donkey show, and yeah, that's where we there's like
shit went sideways.
Yeah, stuff went sideways at the end as we kind of stumbled into. I don't know how I can't even remember how Bert described it, but I know it creeped me out when I heard it. So.
He was really weird, yeah. We basically stumbled into a stealth surveillance operation of the entire village, most likely leading back to the Baron and the castle from, and then we learned all kinds of weird stuff. Like there were tours yesterday, but the month prior there were none, and 2 years ago our tourism took like a hard dip, and I'm in my brain, I'm like, did it line up with the Baron's arrival? I don't know. And then we had a party at the hostel, if you recall.
We did.
They love us over there. They love us. We're great. They're huge fans of us. Huge.
You're their kind of people. Take that as you will.
Just because we upped their bandwidth and did a bunch of other stuff.
And Chuck, or I should say Ivan, played a wonderful game of chess. That was so funny, that scene.
Yes.
Because
yes.
the other guy was so high and there was stuff going.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He's coming with us if we survive.
And then we altered the results of the best ass in the West contest, the best ass contest, by simply pointing out that somebody had already altered an ass.
Yeah, those artificial ass injections get you kicked out every time.
It's true.
All right, well, we ended kind of on a cliffhanger. So people were in imminent near fatal circumstances coming up.
Can I tell you how my notes end?
Sure.
We broke into the tourist center. I found this massive security mesh, which I talked about above. And now Gantu and Ivan might get shot by a robo bitch. It's pretty much how it ended.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So you guys were checking out a room, and unknown to you, just hanging by her cyber arm, just deathly quiet and still, so that you didn't notice this enormous assault gun just pointed at you guys.
Yeah.
Waiting for the tip off. Yeah, nasty stuff. All right. Sorry, I need my reference screens. They're here somewhere. Oh, I've got digital versions. Let's get with the new millennium and just open up a PDF. Why don't we?
Oh no!
Who would do that?
Keep a paper notebook and pencil nearby at all times.
Hard copy.
Ew, hard copy. Okay, Mr. The Plague.
It was the best movie ever.
Totally. I'm Zero Cool. Whoa, dude, I thought you were black.
Best movie ever. I always thought hackers were inline skates after that.
Yeah, right. Like tight bodysuits looking like Angelina Jolie. I was like, those are hackers.
Scarred me forever.
Like me.
Okay, well, here we go then. So she definitely got the jump on you two guys. And to do that, I am spending one of my little chips here. Whoop. To be open. So she was letting you essentially incriminate yourselves. So she waited until you actually were committing a crime more than just breaking and entering, as you're going through these personal files, looking at all the surveillance systems that are set up. So she is going to get around first, and she's going to start hosing you down with this enormous cyber gun.
Oh, ass show. First there's an ass show, and now she's going to hose them down.
So how are you guys? Well, actually, you're actually caught flat-footed with this, so you two don't really get the option of like diving for cover or anything.
Can I shield Ivan? Isn't because it's Ivan with me, right?
Yeah.
Lost my ears. Okay. Can you what? I heard shield.
Can I just do my best to shield Ivan? Let's say, not get out of the way. I just do my best to protect him.
I think at this point you're kind of unaware of what's about to happen. All right, here we go.
Yeah, neither she.
That's a lot of successes. 1, 2, 3. Well, 4 successes. Okay, so essentially, you guys are going to have to soak this. Now, I do believe you guys put on the armor. You
Yes,
guys,
we did.
okay? So you can that'll come off first from the damage, but also give me a second. I don't think there's really anything else you can do here. Right. Okay. So she got 3 successes. Damage on the gun is going to be 8p. So 8 penetrating. Okay. So both of you guys are going to take 8 points of damage. Now, armor comes off first. And I think I gave you guys basically armored clothing, which isn't bad, but it still is. Yeah, armored jacks. I think armored jacks take off 3.
Medium armor jackets, it says.
Yeah.
In that huge gear dump.
So I have some qualities and such that reduce my.
You can, if you have any qualities, you can definitely use those.
Does that come off before I take off the armor, or
yeah,
I take
those
off armor?
Those come off before you take off.
Okay.
Before you take off armor.
Okay, so it's 8
armor's
total?
the last resort. So 8 coming through. So yeah. So how can you mitigate how much of that?
I can mitigate 4 of it.
Okay, that's before armor.
That's before armor. Yeah.
Okay. So what are your qualities that allow you to do that?
So it's dermal plating that reduces all damage by -3. It's because it's 1 per amp level, and I have 3 in it. And then there's toughness, which is all damage taken is reduced by 1.
Okay, sounds good. And then take 3 more off from the armor, and then start filling in your physical bubbles on your condition monitor.
You said the total was 9?
8.
8?
Okay. Yep. Does Ivan have anything that can mitigate damage other than the armor he's wearing?
Just the armor. I don't have
All
any
right.
of my other spells active.
Okay. So you're going to take 5 physical boxes, which is going to put you at -2. And Gantu, I think you end up only taking 1, right?
So how much did you say was armor? The armor was worth
3.
Okay, so then I should only take 1. Yeah.
Which still puts you at a -1. Basically, it's a flesh wound. Hurts, makes it a little harder to concentrate.
Just makes me angry.
All right. Yeah, so this is the gun is actually really silent. What tips Techno G and that something may be going on is the sound of those high energy projectiles spraying the back wall, and you can hear the chud as the high velocity bullets are just tearing up the wall. Yeah, exactly. What's that?
Hey guys, do you hear that?
Right. And we're going to just take the round just from in this version of the game. It's a continual. You just go in order of who's sitting to your right and go on, etc. We're just going to go top down from my screen, so it's going to be Chuck,
Okay.
or Ivan, Gantu, and then Techno G. So Ivan,
Okay.
yeah, you've just been lit up. Your armor absorbed some of it, but something behind you just lit you up.
Well, I want to run.
Okay.
You gotta get away, and then I also
Now, this is a fairly small building, so when you say run, the door's right there. Do you want to run out of the building?
No, I don't want to bail with my team here, but leap behind something if I got something I can try and take cover behind.
There's some nice woody tables.
Yeah.
You can pitch one over and take cover behind it.
Yeah, I'll do
All right.
that.
All right, sure.
Do I have enough action left to pop a spell off, or would that be everything?
Well, if you actually want to harden the defense of the table, like actually turn the table over and get behind it, that's your action. If you just want to get behind something that's already there, but not situate it better for you.
I'll just get behind, I'll just dive under the table without moving it. And then I want to cast my heal spell on myself.
Okay, go for it.
I need to cast sorcery. I got 4 successes. Heal 1 box of physical or stun per hit on a sorcery and willpower test. Okay, yeah, so I'll heal 4.
Not bad. That leaves you just 1 then, right? 1
Yep.
physical. All right. Gantu.
Okay. You shouldn't have done that. And then
You're looking around to see where the enemy is, and you look up and you see this person hanging by the rafter, this huge gun out.
okay. Probably no way for me to get up there easily.
It's 10-foot ceilings. I mean, you could.
Yeah.
Well, you're a dwarf, right?
I'm a dwarf.
Yeah. I don't think you could even jump and grab a leg at that point.
Okay, I will. And like you said, there's like tables and such behind.
Yeah.
So I think
sofas, tables.
Okay.
It's a fireplace. It's not. It's it is actually lit. Yeah.
So I think because we get an action and a movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think for my action, I'll try to. I'm gonna take a shot at her with my leg shoddy. So and then I'll probably try to roll under some cover as well for my movement.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's I got firearms, shotguns, and agility is the
Roll your bull. Let's see how it goes.
4 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes. What she does is your shot would be dead on, but just with this incredible cyber arm she has, she just kind of pulls herself so she lays herself completely horizontal and just pulls herself up into the rafters, and all your shots just go wide. Okay. And while she's doing this, she's yanks herself up into the rafter. That other arm is still out, covering you guys with that assault gun.
And then for my movement, I'll try to tumble, behind or underneath some kind of table or something like that.
I'll give you and Chuck partial cover for because you haven't actually moved something in front of you. You just kind of got under what was already there. Techno, you don't know what's going on, but there's now return firepower from you. Gantu's gun is our weapon is distinctive.
I think I might have been in the Matrix, and I was like, huh?
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is look for a flow of data from out of the mesh to some new node that I hadn't noticed before.
All right. Well, give me a hacking roll.
Mm-hmm. What do I got to click on? This one right here, I believe. Boop. 3 successes, and then hold on, I got to see what it's already got my skill specialization, and I failed 2, so I can re-roll 1.
Okay, you might want to do that. 3 is enough to tell you that there is a personal communicator that is communicating on the premises, but it has hardened defenses. It's a secure communication device.
I can re-roll 1 because of the cyber deck. I can re-roll 2 on non-cyber combat.
Yeah.
So I get 2 more. Sorry.
Go ahead.
It's been a while. No,
okay.
all nothing.
Yeah, enough to know that you have a hardened personal communicator that is communicating. Very strong bandwidth, but you can't get into it.
I come out of the Matrix and I pull my Ares Predator forward. I'm like, oh baby, I'm gonna use you.
That's fantastic.
And then I'm like, wait a minute, where am I?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of poke my head in the back door because I'm out in the van, looking around.
Okay, it's her turn again then, and she's gonna once again light up the room. Your partial defense is going to give you 2, essentially count as 2 more pieces of armor. Okay, so your armor is going to be 5.
Okay.
Now your armor jackets, though, you see on your character sheet under armor, do fill in those blocks, because when there are no open blocks left, it means that your armor's shredded. Okay. So your armor's taken 3 points.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now you guys can do active defenses at this point, since you're aware of what's going on. So she sprays the room. She's going to get 3 successes. And she's got some edge. So let's see here. After the fact, should have spent it before. Sorry, 2 weeks is long enough for me to forget what I can do with the system.
Right.
You and us both.
Can re-roll all failed dice.
All right, reroll all failed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's going to reroll those. Oh boy! So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Stop helping him.
All right. So if you want to take action more than just hunker under cover like you are now, which I said is going to provide you 2 more armor that'll be blown through first, you can, or you can just stick to the armor. So starting with Chuck, how do you want to defend against this? Or are you going to stay in place?
I don't know what I think I would just stay hunkered.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So so what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. All right. So it is going to be. There's a lot more successes this time. So 10p coming through. So your armor and the table are going to take 5 points of that. So mark 3 more off of your armor. It basically just shatters the table that you're under, blows through it, and then you're going to take 5 boxes.
Jesus.
Okay. I'm back at -2.
You're still at -2. Gantu, are you going to take any specific action, or are you just going to hunker down?
She's attacking us both again.
Yeah, the weapon sprays. It's just an area
Okay.
area of effect.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and try to use like my escape artist skill and try to like kind of, once I see the spray, try and like kind of tumble dodge to a place that's
Sure
out of that arc.
Yeah. So it starts with you under the table, but then as the bullets are tracking down the table, you're moving away from it. So I'll still give you your conceal, and
That's the wrong thing. I was going to
Sure.
do agility. Sorry. So that rolled it as strength. So I have fewer.
No
dice.
problem.
So just 1.
All right, which is not enough to mitigate it. So again, you do get pegged. Take off everything that you can.
What was the total damage?
10.
I'll burn an edge to re-roll.
Sure.
So that would be total of 7. So 6 dice. So 6 more dice. I'm just going to roll it normal. And again, an extra 1. So
Yeah,
it's 2
still not.
successes
She's
now.
still going to get pegged. So you're going to have 5 points of armor. So it means 5's coming in, and then what can you take off from your?
4.
So again, you're just going to take 1 point.
Yeah.
It does destroy the table that you've taken shelter behind. Techno G, I mean, you're now hearing lots of spray going on. Again, her weapon is virtually silent, but you're hearing it chew up the scenery.
Yeah, I've watched too many action movie hollows, so I'm like, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, so you don't look up where she's hiding in the rafters.
Just looking for the flash of muzzle fire, because that's
Sure.
always a movie thing.
Yep.
They
Well, this
definitely
has
see
muzzle fire. So you do see that she's like high up in the ceiling canopy. She's got a little cover from all the cross beams up there, but you see her just pouring out the lead.
Man, I sure wish we got those RPG launchers from the SUV. I guess I'm gonna have to. Shooting's not really my thing. Like, I have the gun now, and I'm like, oh, I really want to use it, but what if I just jack into the system and then try to fuck up her brain? Gun.
Well,
not enough time.
the only other network you saw was her personal communication device. Well, never mind. Go ahead.
No, so I know it would be too much work to try to like back out of the danger zone that I've now entered in. Danger zone, Lana. And so I'm just gonna fire away with my Ares Predator 4.
Sure. Make me a roll.
I've never done this with this character, Bert. So tell me what to roll.
Well, you have a heavy pistol, right?
Oh, there it is. I got it. I found it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's in my system here, right there. Oh, it didn't roll anything. It says
So you should have something in those skills, or you might not.
well, I know which way to point it.
Oh, so you don't have the skills at all for missile attacks?
There's a skill for that?
Yeah.
No.
Right. Okay, so it's a D6 that you're rolling. Well, no, you're going to at least get the default attribute.
Which is agility?
Agility.
Is it? Because I have a 7.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm looking for it. Weapon attack.
A gun's agility.
Weapon skill plus agility versus agility plus logic. Yeah, it's agility. Or is that hand-to-hand? Again, sorry, guys. It's been a bit since I looked at the rules.
It's agility for firearms.
Yeah. So you should still get your agility. So you can roll that.
Just my agility?
Just your agility if you don't have the skill.
Oh, nothing. I'm going to burn a point.
Okay, re-roll all of them.
Reroll all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Literally all of them. 2. 2 hits.
2 hits. Okay. Well, she's actually not. She wasn't focused on you, so she's not doing anything to get out of the way. However, she does have a little bit of cover. So your shots would have hit her if the cross beams of the ceiling weren't in the way. So you basically crack some of the main joists. Ares Predator is a pretty hefty weapon, so the joist beam cracks and then the roof sags a little bit after you shoot.
I have a new plan.
Right.
On the comms, I'm like, I have a new plan. Get out.
All right, yeah, you can do that. You can definitely talk. It's back to her. She thinks that was deliberate, that you're trying to bring the ceiling down around her, so she is going to swivel and open fire on you.
Ah, son of a... It's not cool. Or everyone is unharried for a round, at least maybe.
Yeah, there's that. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. What do you want to do to get out of the way of this barrage of bullets? Again, it's eerie because the gun is like all you can hear is this whirl. It's electric powered, and you see the like the barrel revolve, and it's just these high velocity bullets come firing out of it.
I am all about the technology, remember? So if I hear a whir, I'm like, that's a P57 microcontroller attached to, I better get out of the way. And I'm just going to dive back out the back door that I just came in.
Okay, so you're going to basically make a dodge test. You're going to dive out of the way here. So a dive.
Is that a skill I don't have? Probably.
This works so much better when I have it on paper and I'm not scrolling through the PDF. Sorry, guys. I should probably dig this up for the rest of this when we get a break.
What are you looking for right now?
Well, it's here we go, defense dodging. Yeah, agility, you're basically diving out of the way. Agility and logic. Okay, thanks.
Agility and logic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are my fortes. I get to roll them together?
Yep.
Holy crap. Okay. Can I click on that and then it's going to ask me? Yes. Okay. Wait. If I click on logic and then I put in agility, does it roll? It did. Oh, that's terrible.
Yep. Only 3 successes. Okay. So you still get hit. Less margin of success. Is there anything else that you can do to modify that roll?
Physical combat, not my thing. I did have a lined coat earlier.
Yeah.
So
that's 3 off. So you do get hit then. The margin is smaller though, Beach. You did make that a little bit there with the 3 points. So it's going to be 8 physical coming through. Your coat's going to take care of 3 of that, but you're still going to take 5.
Oh my God. That's
and make sure you mark the 3 off on your armor as well.
Right on the lined coat there. 5.
5.
The physical.
To physical.
Oh, I don't like that. That puts me at like a -2 for something or other. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that means. This is why I stay out of combat. You hear him whining like, ow, ow,
yeah.
ow, ow,
yeah.
ow, ow.
Oh, there's definitely blood. Some of those projectiles just pierced right through you. Chuck, so we're back to Ivan. Some serious firepower. You hear the creaking of the roof. You actually see it settle down a little bit as well as one of the joists gets blown away.
I have a new plan.
This is tough.
Fire.
Well, I do have fireball, but I'm also afraid of lighting us on fire. So I'll just
I mean, you'd have to hit like 1400 degrees to melt half of Gantu, so it's fine.
I'll just throw out a mana bolt at him.
Yep, mana bolt's good.
So it's another sorcery test. 5 successes, and the base damage is 6p/AA.
Okay, let me see. This is a mental defense, I believe, against a mana bolt. Yep.
Defense is S+W.
Yep. That's a lot of misses.
Nice.
Well, I guess I'm going to spend my last pointed thing there. I'm going to re-roll all of that. Actually, I made 1 success. I'm going to re-roll some of that. Only good for 2. So what did you end up getting?
I had 5 successes.
Under success. Yeah, so you overwhelming success. How much stun does he take?
It's 6p/AA, whatever.
Oh, okay.
That translates to
6. Okay. Wow. She drops from the ceiling. She's not able to maintain her grip, but she's not out of the fight. As she drops, it's not a complete like splayed out. She hits the ground, and then her momentum, she rolls with it. So she's still up and acting, but she's definitely shaken. Gantu.
I'm going to run up to her, and I'm going to smash her with my hammer fist.
Yeah. Now that she's down on your level.
Get on my level. All right, make sure that's right.
There is no high road for Gantu.
I'm not sure if this... Can you roll from the weapons section, or do you guys just roll from the skill section?
I roll from the skill section.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Okay. All right. That's 6 successes.
Nice.
All right, so you're just bashing her with your cyber hand.
I'm just walking. I'm just trying to just take the fist with a great deal of dwarven anger, and whatever is accessible, just destroy it.
Right. She is basically going to take her armored arm and just interpose it between your strike and her.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 successes. You got how many? 6?
6.
Well, I can't re-roll anything, so yep, it gets through. How much damage do you do?
It's 9p plus 3.
9p plus 3. Okay. Yeah. Wow. All right. 9p minus armor. 3, 6, 9. Okay. It definitely rocks her. But this is she is a seasoned warrior. Like you can tell, like even though her brain is addled and you just punch the hell out of her, she is keeping her mind enough to take a few steps back and retreat. She's dropped the enormous gun, which is of no use in melee, and out of her cyber arm, like a 4-inch long blade pops out. Techno.
Ow, ow, ow. I have to go to my
4-foot long blade. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not impressed with that. But
I'll get you with my fork and my butter knife.
The 4-foot blade, however, is like taller than me, so
That's bisecting right there, a little.
I dive into my local net to get the drones to bring the SUV.
Okay. Done. Yeah, you don't have to roll for that, but it does stick your action.
RPGs, grenades, everything. Just bring it all.
Bring it all. Gotcha.
And then come shoot this bitch, you other drones. So they're in the front. Are they in the front half of the tourist center right now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With the one with the big windows, right? Two drones just dropped down and.
Well, it's going to take them some time to get there. So, yeah, I mean, you did give the command, but it won't be right away. Actually, roll a d4 for me.
Yes. 2.
All right. It's going to be 2 rounds before they get there.
Hold out, guys. I'm
All right. Her turn. She's taking damage. She has more people in front of her than she anticipated. So she is going to dive out of the window. And what's going to go on here? Gontu, you were in melee with her. So I'll let you make a melee attack versus her, her agility as she tries to spring away. If you can beat her, you'll nail her before she makes it through.
Okay. Just checking what uses there are for plot points. Okay. Yeah, I'll just roll it. It's 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, unless you want to spend some edge, she's going to make it out.
I'm at an edge.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So she does like a backflip and then curls herself into a ball, crashes out of the window on the other side. You try this uppercut right before she leaps, but she's very quick. So she's made it out the window. Ivan, your turn. You can no longer see her as she's just catapulted herself out the window.
Oh, this is great news. I want to run up to the window.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see her out in the street?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, she hasn't that would action and movement, so she's still like on her, kind of bent down, just having hit the ground, hasn't had a chance to move yet.
That means she's probably pretty close to me in that window, isn't she?
Pretty close.
Damn. All right, I will just mana bolt again. I was going to fireball, but then that would fireball me too. So 4 successes.
Right. She's down. That's one of the effects of the mana bowl on her dice. And she's got nothing else to roll, so I've only got 1 success.
Okay.
So you fry her synapses and she's out.
Nice.
Drops. You do see some lights on in town. Like, remember this agency is in the middle of town, but there's not a lot of homes near it. It's mostly like small shops and stuff, but some people do live in their shops. And so you're seeing like the second story lights starting to come on, starting to hear some people yell out about the noise. What do you guys want to
do? First thing I want to do is I want to cast physical mask. And it's, I want to cast that on myself and disguise myself as her.
Okay.
And then my intention's going to be to go out and just grab her as her and drag her back into
about
the
this
shop.
time your van comes screeching up.
Right out front, like
does a
throw her
little
in there.
bootlegger turn. Back door pops open.
I'll just throw her in
Drones start
there.
flying out.
Right, and the drones have like reddish and bluish lights on them, like doop, 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 doop. They don't have sirens or anything, but it's
Well, your last command was to shoot her. So, the guns, the turrets are starting to swivel. Hey, look, there's 2 of her. Maybe we should.
Sorry, forgot.
Mistakes.
Forgot. Don't shoot
Right.
just put up a cordon, like a do not cross line, so that like 4 of them will go and just flash lights, because we don't have sirens. We're not those kind of drones.
Mm-hmm. All right. So your van's there. Drones are out. Back doors open and ready for you, Ivan. That now looks like this cybered up woman.
Yep. Toss her in. Get in the van.
Okay. Awfully heavy. She seems to be more cyber than human. All right. What do you guys do?
Just get out of here.
Yeah, more lights are coming on.
Hopping in the back, yeah.
Yep.
We want to set this
the
place
roof
on
of the
fire.
travel agencies creaks a little bit more as it settles down a
run
little.
through from the back door to like jump out the window and climb in the van, and I'm like, all right, I got it.
Real quick, do I need to start it on fire?
Throw a fireball through the window as we leave.
Yes.
I'll lean out the window and
I'll start working on a news report that says a gas main blew.
Ooh, I
But
did
keep in mind, you already know that the whole village is video cammed out the wazoo. So all your actions outside of the place being
Ooh.
recorded.
Yeah, maybe.
I've got a thing for that though.
Oh, you got a thing for that?
Maybe you have a thing for it. What do you want to do?
I have the thing for it. Gonna throw up the Well, first I'm going to throw up the silverfish because I want control of this network. I don't want other people to have it. And then the other program I had was the Cover Tracks program, which we dug up from when we were at Sylvan.
All right, so you found the mesh network for the cameras. You found that it's going to it's going to the castle server. You were not successful in penetrating that server, though. So if you want to try again now, you can, as the SUV is taking off, I guess.
Or I could just take this area signal jammer that's in my gear and go boop.
That is easy. Yeah, you can drop the cameras. Yep, you can drop the cameras from reporting back. That's easy.
And it's magnetized. I just mount it to the above the driver's seat. Like, we are invisible, hypothetically.
All right.
We just can't talk to anybody aside from who you can hear.
So other than organic eyes that might be seeing what's going on, it seems like you're free from the cameras now, Ivan.
Oh, okay. Fireball.
The drones come and settle on the front.
Wait! Before you do that,
yeah.
And I'm gonna hustle in, hop into the window, pick up her gun, hop back out, and hop into the van. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. We're good.
Fire away.
Now, fireball.
All right. You leave a blazing public information center and travel agency behind.
None of us look at it either. We all just drive away.
I'm just driving away like, guess we're not gonna have that tour tomorrow, are we?
I don't know about you. I'm still going on tour.
Just show up and be like, what happened?
Where is my charcuterie?
Those charcuteries.
So you're running through town in the SUV. You already hear some bells in town ringing. It's apparently their fire alarm.
I'm flying casually.
People coming out of their residence, still, in their bed clothing and their. It's enough of a backwards kind of town where they literally have buckets of water that they're bringing out to the building. Someone's got like a fire hose that they're trying to get hooked up. Not really settled for it. You never saw a fire department when you looked around.
That's fantastic.
It's like Ivan's dreamland.
All right. I will be king here.
So where are you heading?
I'm going to loop back around to the Belle Epoque, our hotel. But halfway there, I'm just going to stop and be like, what do you want to do with this thing in the back?
I don't.
Well, I mean, do we have any?
Sorry.
I was checking our info, like what we have.
Mm-hmm.
Just find a dark alley.
Like manacle wise, something that we could.
I have.
The issue is the cyber arm
with the med kit with myself.
The cyber arm likely is strong enough that it's going to break handcuffs or zip ties. But other than that,
well, I mean, if we take the arm off,
I hand them some bolt cutters. Like, this will help. Just
nip the fingers off.
Yeah, I have no problem. I will take the arm off. I actually will do it.
So as you're driving through town, you notice the youth hostel is, they're still blaring loud music. You notice that an innumerable amount of empty beer cans are being formed into a majestic idol of importance on the outside that they're all bowing to. It resembles a toilet.
I kind of want to drive through it, but I don't. Instead, I want to park around back and then use the camo system. Did I get the camo system installed, or is that next level? I thought it was this level. I was like totally spy hunting the SUV. I want to make it look like a dumpster.
But remember, this isn't your SUV.
That's right. It's not my SUV.
Yep.
We'll just park it. I get out with a can of spray paint. I'm like, we're cool. And then I just spray some German graffiti all over the SUV. Like looking at the pictures of mine in Orc, and I'm like, with an umlaut here and a there and a hot check there.
So your systems, your drones alert you that once you took the cameras offline, there are a bunch of drones in the air coming from the castle, just kind of scoping out the area.
When we get around back of the hostel, I just fold up my whole network, like everything into the van, super quiet. Like when you fly the Millennium Falcon into the hole in the crater in the asteroid and you don't want to be seen, that kind of stuff.
Sure. So you're shutting everything down. All right.
Yeah.
So what are the rest of you guys doing? And are you physically like dismantling her arm so that you can bind her? Okay.
While they're working on the tech stuff, I am going to start working some healing magic on the three of us to get us patched back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that took. If I only have those dots under physical, that's half my dots. Like in that one shot, and I was
You're
like,
messed up. Yeah, it was. Well, it wasn't one bullet. It was a spray.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, you got Swiss cheesed.
I'm driving. I'm like, never going into combat again.
I realized
Thus far tonight. Go ahead, Chuck.
I realized afterwards I do have the toughness quality, so I could have reduced my damage just by a little bit. But
thus far tonight,
yeah.
Gantu has like gotten drunk and done drugs with a bunch of like college students at a hostel. Went to a donkey show and was in like these weird mosh pits and got phone numbers and kisses and all sorts of crazy things. Then got to get into a fight. Like this, literally, I don't think Gantu's ever been happier. Like he's just.
And you get a parting gift. This is an enormous assault rifle.
Look at this thing. It's bigger than me.
It's so good. We should put in second leg.
Now that's an idea right there.
Or his third leg.
I'll just walk into a fight and then just follow my ass and shoot twice. Great. Is she out cold, unconscious?
Yeah, she's out. She's gonna be out for hours.
Hit her again just to make sure.
Well, we got a choice here. Like, we gotta think about this. We don't necessarily know who saw us abscond with this stuff, and do we want to just make a crazy run now at the castle, or are we going to take our chances and just assume that we got away without anyone noticing?
The second.
I feel uncomfortable about both of them.
Oh yeah.
Also, I'm kind of concerned about if she wakes up, does she have tech in her that's going to report back to the castle?
And so I'm going to pick up.
She can answer that.
I'll pick up a silencer, one of the guns, the handguns.
Because I have the area signal jammer. We literally have to talk to each other, like face to face, which we almost never do because we all have cons usually. But right now, the whole hostel is out. Their music probably cut out, all kinds of. They're probably rioting out front in front of that. Why have you forsaken us, bidet God?
No, they're going old school, man. They got little CDs they're playing their music out of right now.
No, we gave them bandwidth so they could stream movies and shit, remember?
That was immediately taken up by porn. Those guys are mad.
I mean, that does, I think,
German Scheisse videos, man,
reinforce the notion that now is a good time, because once they figure out that signal jamming, or we have to turn it off or whatever, someone's going to contact the castle one way or the other. We don't necessarily know she's not the only one here communicating with them and such.
And as I had said, your systems are telling you that there are a bunch of drones in the skies above the town now.
I mean,
someone has to have seen us.
I would bet that we were seen, at the very least. They saw an SUV driving away, and they know someone's coming. Maybe not us specifically, but someone. And I know your jamming equipment works really well, and then I'll just one of the handguns that has a silencer on it. But I have a different kind of jammer that would ensure perhaps that she doesn't send something back. I'm just saying. She tried to kill us, so I don't give no shit about killing her.
Also,
totally put two in the back of her head.
Yeah, if she wakes up,
not the standing one, because that's Ivan.
Yeah, I will change back.
I don't know why I was pointing a gun at you. My bad.
I'll drop my mask. Yeah, I also
kind of picture Ivan's been standing in the background going.
Look at that. Also, if she wakes up, how much trouble are we going to have restraining her?
Well, I've been spending time trying to break down the arm a bit. So like, I don't know. Without her arm, I don't think.
Oh yeah, while you're doing that, actually, make me a. Let's see here. I want to see if you notice something.
It's never good. It's never been good when I've said that running a game, so can't be good now. What's this flashing red light?
What's this thing that says self-destruct on it? And it's blinking 3, 2, 1. Oh
no.
Thanks for joining us for Shadowrun, everybody.
So make me a notice roll.
Notice roll.
Not the SUV. It's not mine.
So let me look at the combo for that. Do you have the combo up for the what notice?
Oh man, I'm not using my normal sheets. Let me find those real quick while we're at it.
Yeah, I'm using that little narration aid thing that you.
Yeah, I got the wrong one up.
In logic plus.
There it is. There it is. Okay, so perception is logic and willpower.
Okay. Oh, there's that little I button too.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. 2.
Okay.
I don't know if this applies, by the way. I have a jack of all trades thing. When I re-roll one, this probably wouldn't apply because it's not a skill, right? Perception's not a skill.
Right. It's not a skill. Yeah. You notice that she, you know your way around cyber a little bit. I mean, considering, about a quarter of you is cyber these days.
Yep.
She has a recording pack, like a data recording pack on her.
Okay. I will point it out to Techno-G, like, can you do something with this, man? Techno.
Yes. What?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'll shoot you too, man. I'm ready to go. I'm all fired up.
I was waiting for it, and then I showed the wrong side with the logo on it. I had a prop ready for it and everything, man. Yeah.
He hands you just a storage drive. If you want to pop it in and take a look at it.
It's not my SUV. Yes. Plug it right into the SUV.
Yeah. It looks actually like she was doing the same thing you were doing. She was pulling data out of communication systems there. It actually looks like she got a bit more than you did and then erased it afterwards, which is why you didn't find stuff. Or at least a lot of stuff.
That triple bitch.
So, if she did that, does that mean she is a agent against the castle as well?
So,
she's playing a really long game then.
This wasn't the tour guide lady. I was.
Oh
my God! This whole time I thought it was a tour guide.
I thought so too.
No. When we first started this, it looked like her, but then when she started, went cyborg mode, it was basically a mask.
The cyborg was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So if you just saw her outside through a window, it would have looked like, hey, that person's supposed to be there. Oh. But the minute that she started firing and, the wig came off and everything, it's like, okay.
Probably another crew hired by.
Well, remember what your chess master told you the last time.
Maybe we should go talk to our high buddy over there.
I mean, we could always. We can always bind her up here, get some stims in her, see if she wakes up.
I was going to say throw her in a dumpster for holding. But it's up to you, Ganju.
Where are you guys, by the way? So
we're
since
in the alley.
Got his stuff, you kept all your stuff in the van, so you didn't have to go back to the hostel to do that. Right.
The only thing that I have in the hostel is like a €5 credit chip for the cleaners to say don't touch my stuff, and then just like an empty suitcase just to see if they touch it. Don't do it.
It's loaded with explosives.
There's nothing. They open it up and they're like, God damn him. But he gave us $5 or whatever.
All right, so you're just parked in an alley somewhere while you're figuring out your options then.
In between two dumpsters behind the hostel.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, maybe we do wake her up. If she's not part of the castle, I'm feeling different about it. Either that or we go talk to our... what's his face? George.
The gun guy, right? The guy below the hostel that we got our info from? Or is it the one that you play chess with?
One I played chess with, George.
Okay, yeah, George. I mean, I feel like if we can bind her and shoot some stims in her, wake her up, interrogate her a bit.
Is there wiring on her arm?
What are you looking for? What are you trying to?
like electronic circuits wherein if she were to try to use the arm for any reason, it would feed back the electrical impulses into her central nervous system, causing her immense pain.
Do you have the CyberDoc skill at all? I mean, you're good with technology, but not so much how technology interfaces with the meat.
But I don't need the meat. I just need the understand the schematic of the electronics.
I'll let you make a roll for it, but it's going to be difficult if you don't know the actual have the cyber surgery skill.
Electronics.
Yep, sounds fine.
Because that's the skill I got.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah,
no good.
Nothing doing. Yeah, most of these things are specifically designed not to do that.
That's like take this and you can take one of the chips off of my character because I used one earlier today.
Yep.
Or else I'll forget if I don't tell you now.
All right. So, I mean, other than the fact that you can see what some of the upgrades on the arm is. Of course, extra strength, but it's also got a smart gun link. So that gun she was firing probably needs a smart link to operate it. And it definitely needs the cyber arm to even wield it, the gun that size, because of the kickback and the recoil. Other than that, she's got a cyber eye. This side of her face, the right side of her face, is it's new skin over it, but she's got a plate. So like half her face is metallic, but most of it is covered up with this flesh-like stuff. The eye is cyber. The arm on the same side as both her legs are cyber. She's had a lot of upgrades. Generally, most people don't do elective surgery for this sort of thing. So she's been through hell to warrant all of these upgrades.
Who would do such a thing? Can't you?
What? I don't know how to do surgery. What are you talking about, man?
No, why would she have so much work done?
I have not.
Have we ever talked? Have your characters ever talked about that? Has Gantu ever explained why he has cyber limbs?
One cyber arm, one cyber leg, and his whole torso is essentially dermoplating.
Yeah, we don't know. That's why I'm like, who would do such a thing?
Just presumed it was a bowling accident.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true about the arm.
There seems to be a lot of bullets flying at.
And then the leg was a toilet accident, and then oh jeez.
Oh my gosh.
You don't even want to know about the chest. Oh goodness, it's a broken heart.
You can't even feel a cold or warm toilet seat anymore. That's tragic.
Only if I put my face down on it.
Actually, they saved the butt cheeks.
Hallelujah! He knows when he's sitting.
Oh goodness.
I always wonder why he stops like 2 inches from the chair, and I'm like, no, a little lower.
I'll make sure the gun's ammo's gone. Like I'm gonna unload her gun just in case something happens. Do the best we can to sort of disconnect the arm, then actually physically bind her if possible.
Yep.
And once all that's said and done, then we can slap on. Would a stim patch work? I don't really know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, a stim patch would bring her too.
Okay, and so I'd be like, get your guns out. I know you're not good at them. Techno, you couldn't hit the broadside of a fucking barn, and just point it at her, and we'll talk. It'll be fine. It'll be great.
That's not true. That's exactly what I hit when I fired.
I'm just gonna do
the broadside of the barn.
Just I'm just gonna
whatever
it is.
Magic stuff.
I'll hold it like this.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, just look threatening, but that's fine. And then I'll put a stim in her. And
all right. She comes to, like her eyes just open. But again, speaking to the fact that she's seen some real combat situations, she does not jerk. She does not move. She just stares at you.
Hello. Pleasure to meet you. Could we get your name? My name is the ignominious these words, I don't know. Simon Garfunkel. And who might you be?
She turns her head, or actually she just moves her eyes slightly to either side to see, and she's taking in the fact that she's in a van. There's 3 of you in here. She's bound. You dismantled her. She moves her shoulder and notices that her arm doesn't move. I assume you did the same thing to both legs.
Yeah, whatever clear, obvious
Yeah.
things that were detachable.
We have cattle prods. Well, we have stun. What do we have? Stun.
You got the
somethings.
stun batons.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We're gonna start with a bit of honey first, and if that
No,
doesn't
it's all right. I'm just saying I'm going to put this down before I shoot. I don't know you, and I'm going to grab one of those. So like, I figure this will do more damage on her arm than my bullets
we're
will.
trying to interrogate her here. You're embarrassing me. Come on, man.
I'm just going to shine these up. They're a little scuffed. They're clearly not.
Yeah, so she's watching this interplay, and then she looks over at Ivan, who's the one that's not speaking. It appears to be less incompetent, and says, "Parlez-vous français?"
No.
Surtout les parler à la tombe la chemise. Parlez-vous français? Ooh.
Listen, friend, I can speak English or I can speak Russian.
Da. Yeah, so she starts speaking Russian.
Okay. I'll go into the Russian. First thing I want to ask is like, do you know George?
George, yeah.
Were you on George's team?
Yeah.
Our hunchback friend is under the impression that you're all dead.
She looks down at her arm and legs and does the.
So this happened while you were trying to break into the castle?
Duh.
Well, the hunchback has hired us to break into the castle as well.
She looks a little suspiciously at you at that, and I'm not going to attempt a Russian accent, but she's a little bit more vocal in Russian now. So the rest of you guys are probably just like, "What the hell are they talking about?" So she says, "It's like for what reason? This was you are not French."
No, we have no association with the politics here in this part of the world. We're from Seattle, so we're American.
Americans.
Yeah, well, I have dual citizenship, but that's besides the point.
That explains those two dummkopfs.
It does. It really does.
Hey, I know Dummkopf. That's not cool, chickie. I've got a stun baton right here.
Actually, I guess it's just her stump that raises and points in that direction.
But I hear the word Dummkopf. I know some German, goddammit.
But so why don't you tell me your story, and then I'll tell you our story. We both know that we were hired by, was it, I don't remember his name, Mortimer?
Morlock.
Morlock.
Oh,
JP.
when you say that.
JP Morlock.
Oh, Morlock sent you. But you're not part of the resistance.
We are not part of the resistance at all.
She seems to be thinking about it for a minute. And she's like, okay. Good.
So what was your job? What was your target in the castle? George says that you all are currently trying to get the book, or at least George is trying to currently get the book.
Book? I don't know. José's team, we were not there for a book. We're to get access to the Mushmashen servers. It has important political data that we need.
About the resistance?
They have many of our politicians and hidden cells, locations. They're using them, their safety, to get certain demands.
Yeah, I can see that.
What book?
It's a book on the history of the Orcish people.
You're just a common thief?
In this instance, common's a little harsh, but yes.
Well-paid thief.
Very well-paid thief.
We need a Babelfish translation program gone too, because I don't think he's representing us properly.
George, I was the hired muscle for that. I was to protect them. I did not do my job well.
So how many more of that group are still running around here? We found George. I haven't gotten your name. My name is, Paul. My name is Paul Art.
Yes, your tag, your handle.
Yeah.
You can call me Cassandra.
How many more of that team, of your team that George was a part of, are still running around?
Till now, I did not know that Georges was alive. I thought we were all killed. From what you're saying, he thought the same.
Yeah, they did. So, let's put a pause on this for a second. I need to run some information by my friends here.
She looks down and she's like, "Oi, where my data pod? Was it destroyed?"
No, we've still got it. It's still in good shape. We haven't destroyed anything since we didn't know where you stood on all this. But yeah, I'll run that information by the crew. So she was part of George's team. She also thought she was the only survivor. And
Who said George first? You or her?
I did.
Okay.
They were there to break into the servers and steal data from the Baron.
George was there a while ago. Like that team has been MIA for a not inconsequential amount of time. So what the hell has she been doing this whole time?
I'll ask her
Ask her that.
Like,
while you're talking, she says, "Your short friend is stroking my firearm inappropriately. Could you ask him to stop?"
Can't be me.
Gantu, she is uncomfortable with how you're fingering her gun.
Oh, am I? This one right here, and I'm gonna smash it against the side of the van.
Oh.
Hey. Oh, it's not my van. It's okay.
Then
She winces a little.
I'll ask her, so how do you account for your time between that run and today?
Healing, cyber surgery. It's difficult with this much augmentation. It took a while to reacquaint myself with this body.
So, and you're still trying to get into the castle to get that server. So
my husband is one of the political prisoners.
I'll share that. Yeah.
Hey, Morlock. We found, surprisingly, I haven't sent it yet.
No, you can't. You've taken down the whole network.
I just said I haven't sent it yet.
It's just a draft. It's just a draft.
It's a draft.
We're going to go through 2 or 3. Gantu and I are going to look at it. We're going to do some revisions. We're going to put some commas and semicolons where they belong, because I know Gantu's a little better than that. Dear Morlock, we found another stray left over from your previous pipes.
Yeah, remember what he asked you to do with George?
Yeah.
Kill him?
Yeah.
Yes. Do it. Typing it up like.
Don't worry.
Do we get a
George
bonus?
did try to kill Gantu, so Gantu's all right with George.
Oh yeah, he offered money for you to to clean and tidy that thread up for him.
We're talking like 220,000 a head. I don't know. Whatever Morlock said.
How did she go? So can you get her to elaborate a bit on how everything went so pear-shaped for her crew, and how everyone nearly died, and she needed to recuperate with cyber surgery and shit like that?
Yeah, I'll ask that and relay the answer.
Sure. Okay, so she has worked out that you aren't part of the Moochmousen's guards or anything. It's like, we didn't know the village was observed. We didn't know about the cameras or the witch that runs the information bureau. As soon as we got into this town, she tagged us, was able to pull up information on us, alerted the security at Schloss Moochmausen. So when we made our move, the security was heightened. We didn't think it was going to be.
When you say witch, Ivan, does she mean magical witch?
Yeah, I'll ask.
Or just
Yeah, she said yes.
substituting the B for the W.
Yep. Yep. No, it's not. It was not a slip of the tongue. She meant it in just that way.
Huh. Well, that's all you, Ivan. So let me figure that out.
Yeah.
We had a mage on our crew that worked out that she was able to get some samples from us, saliva, blood, something, and was able to track us, trace us, find out about us, and they were waiting. They were ready.
Yeah, she tried to get all that on us as well, but we were able to stop it.
Expertly. Add expertly.
Expertly.
Before we were taken out, we were granted an audience with His Majesty. He's unaware of what his servers are being used for. He thought we were there to steal from him, like you. In a way we were, but data, not objects.
So do you think he really has no idea what he's setting on?
He instructed his men to let us go, to take us to the border and let us go. Instead, we were executed, or in my case, left for dead. I have no idea how George got away.
Why don't we go get George?
Yeah. All right. I'll start driving slowly.
All right. Yeah, he's at the youth hostel. So you get there.
Just drive around from the back.
Again, music's blaring from stereos. Apparently, the loss of the internet wasn't that effectual for them.
I could probably turn that off. Should I turn that off?
They've finished their sculpture of beer cans, praying to the great device that takes away their waste.
It's fantastic. Yeah, I'll tell everyone, hold on, I'm going to go find George and bring him here. I'll hop out the van and head on in.
All right. I mean, it's loud, it's ruckus. There's a lot of people. It's just a huge 24/7 party here. There are people strung out on the stairwells that have been taking various drugs, etc. You're not exactly sure where George is staying here, other than he is. Several floors, several apartments. How do you want to find him?
Is the dude who was selling cigarettes still there?
Oh yeah, still there.
I'll go ask him, like, hey, have you seen Jorge?
Didn't you pay his debt to that dude?
Yeah,
it's hard to tell with
forthcoming.
So many people are coming in and out all night. I mean, he takes your money. It's like, look, I wish I could be more helpful, but I mean, if you want to look at the surveillance, see if he came in, you're welcome to. I mean, I know what room he's in. He pulls out, open a drawer and tosses you a mag key. This is the maintenance mag key. It'll get you into his room or any other room.
Okay.
Fourth floor, number 2.
Fourth floor 2.
But I don't know if he's here.
I'll go check it out. Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
go up 4th floor, number 2. I'll give it a knock.
Okay. There's no answer, but you can hear somebody snoring loudly on the other side of the door.
Okay.
Remember when he left you, he was just out of his mind, bombed.
I'll use the mag key and push the door open.
Okay. It looked like he got back here in a panic and was trying to pack his luggage, but he was so far gone on the drugs that he just kind of passed out. His head is in an open luggage container. Clothing is all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
There's like this industrial sample package of drugs laying next to him on his head, near his head, where he's trying to pack it all up. Just all kinds of things.
I'll take his drugs. And then is...
So wait, you take the drugs and you look at them. Oddly, all these drugs are not recreational. They are pharmaceutical.
Oh. Okay. He's.
I mean, they could be both.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'll
That's what you mix them with, sure.
try and pick him up and hoist him over my shoulder.
He's a light guy. There is a little bit of vomit. I gotta say, there's a little bit of vomit when you pick him up.
Oh, if I see that, I'll just grab like one of his article closings off the floor and just kind of get his face like, I do not need that on my ass.
Thanks, Mom.
Uh-huh. I'll pick him up, throw him over my shoulder, and take him back down to the van.
All right.
I'll close and lock up his door behind me, and on the way down, I'll toss the dude the mag key.
As you're leaving, he's like, hey, is that kid going to be all right? Do I need to lose some records?
He'll be okay. Like, we'll make sure he comes to. No, you don't need to worry about George. I got his back.
He goes through a minute and says, hey, hand to, I've got his passport.
Ooh, that's good. I will take that and stuff that in my pocket. And then, thanks. And I'll head back, toss George into the truck.
Well, when you do this, she looks a little shocked and she looks at you. She's like, what did you do to George? She kind of falls over on her side and kind of worms over to check him out. She's still got the one good hand, so she's checking him out, listening to his heart.
He is just high as fuck.
That is interesting. He would not even take stim patches before.
I'll show her the smorgasbord. Like, this is his existence now, it looks like.
She looks over all of it and it's like antipsychotics, anxiety pills. She just like all of this is like for somebody that's like teetering on the edge of just losing it.
Techno-G puts he was like going through he's like puts them slowly, slides them under the steering wheel. It's like, no, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll try and wake George up.
She stops you for a minute. Just wait. No, this regime of drugs is very specific. I think it's possible that someone has been tampering with George's mind. He may be. She says something in French and then shakes her head and says, "What is Manchurian Candidate brainwashed? Programmed?"
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
His behavior.
He may know it's happened. She shakes the string of pills. He may know it's happened. He's been trying to suppress or override it. It's possible, but
okay. So what do you suggest?
Search him for communication devices. If he can't speak to his masters, then there's no harm, I suppose.
Yeah,
no one can speak to anyone's masters.
I'll give him a frisk.
You get his personal communicator. You pat down a little bit more. Go ahead and give me a roll for this, for a notice. It is logic and willpower.
Logic and...
Just hit the eye.
The eye?
The eye button.
Okay.
Oh, so in this game, like, there's no downside to doing bad at a sorcery roll. So just assume in the meantime, Ivan's had time to heal people. I'm fine with that because there's no downside. You can just keep trying until you heal them.
Okay, that was 3 successes with that.
All right, yeah, you find a bug on him. It's like, so like you're patting him down and you've like on the lower part of his like neck or back, like where you couldn't easily reach with your hand, there's an implant just under his skin.
Oh, I've got this. I'll grab a knife. And
if you want to do a little bit of surgery, you pull it. It's just right under the first layer of skin, so you probably didn't even feel it back there. And it's it's a little micro transmitter. It runs off of its own electrical system to keep it moving.
Yeah, I'll give it to Techno. Like, he's got a gift.
Yep. Think of it like a tracer.
Like the one
it's
I put in Gantu. Sorry. So we can find you if something happens. Ivan's got one too.
Yeah, so like these are fairly low power devices. Like if it like what you would put on an animal for like a if you were to tag an animal to watch what their habits are. That's kind of what this is.
See?
Is it just like movements, or is it like it's recording or transmitting?
No, it's only transmitting a very weak signal. So like if you have a device capable of receiving it in the area, it'll ping it, but it's not got a very large transmission radius.
That's exciting. We should go slip it on one of the other dudes in the frat house there.
And then stake it out and see who comes to investigate? Yes, I like that idea.
How short a radius are we talking about?
Mile.
How far away is the castle?
10 miles. Yeah,
Whoa.
you couldn't be picked up by the castle. It'd have to be fairly close.
So it's somebody else who's running them.
But a drone.
There are plenty of drones.
Currently, yeah, they're all over there. We're just like a dead zone, except for visual.
So now that he's debugged, I'll wake him up.
How?
I'll give him a few slaps in the face, see if that brings him to.
It does not.
And then I'll see if we've got some kind of fluid, like a bottle of water or, consumed.
I mean, yeah, you can force some liquid down him.
Oh, I wasn't going to force
that's
it
just
down
it.
him.
I mean,
I was just going to spray it in his face.
All right, yeah, it does not get him out of it.
I've done some reading about these types of drugs, and I believe that maybe if you give him this from our med kit, it might help.
Sure thing. I'll give him a stem.
It helped me, and I mean, it helped people I know in the past.
Yeah, so what, are you handing him a stim patch? I mean, basically that's what you would have in there that might, does anybody have any kind of medical training?
I don't.
Except for killing bugs. Not that.
Totally got him. No more drone bugs flying
Got
around.
that drone. Right. So if no one has any medical training, and you slap the patch on, all right, let's see if he dies outright.
Yes.
If he dies outright, at least we get paid.
He got 2 successes, so yeah. I mean, his eyes open, and he just kind of bolts upright. He clutches his chest and just starts hyperventilating.
That's exactly what happened to my friend when we applied one of those.
George, it's great to see you, friend.
Hey,
I found another one of your friends, and I'll point.
Do I know you, sir?
At Cassandra.
He looks over. And he looks over and just looks back at you. Do I know you people?
You and I talked earlier today when you were playing chess.
Slap him again.
I play chess. Yes, sir. Look, if I won money off you, I'll give it back. I'm really sorry.
Listen, I need to talk to the high version of you.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Give him some of these for my personal stash.
Yeah,
Two
like
blues
his
and a
eyes
red
are
and one
wide.
yellow.
Irises are really bugged out. He had no recognition of Cassandra.
Wow.
I mean, he didn't recognize us, so like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Look, I need my medication, guys. This is really weirding me out.
No more.
Before this gets to touching in inappropriate places, I'd like to go.
That's not going to happen, buddy.
LED lights in the back of the SUV just start strobing colors.
I don't remember you don't remember. I do know that you don't remember this. You and I were going to work together when you went to the castle to try and steal that book.
He honestly is like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. What book?
Oh, man, I think...
Multiple personality disorder.
Yeah, I think when he was high as fuck, it
God, just look at it.
Isn't it like this
gun
big?
here.
like, well, Cassandra, this is your friend. What do you want to do about it?
Under my arm while they get to the other stuff.
She just like shakes her head and says, "Give him the drugs. Give him the drugs."
I'll give him drugs then. Here is drugs.
Yeah,
This is my favorite combination.
He grabs them, he tears off the first packet with his teeth and just gobbles them down. It's like dry swallow. Oh.
I'm even a pro at this.
Yeah, his eyes are still huge. And he's just bugging out. He's like expecting something bad to happen to him in any second. He's just looking. I was like, "What are you doing to that poor girl, man? You took her arm and her legs." I mean,
No, it's Germany. It's
wow.
stuff.
Have you ever really looked at your fingers before? They're amazing.
You are far less entertaining now than you were earlier, my friend.
Look, I don't remember seeing you ever before, man. It's like, what's going on? Cassandra's hurt. Where the hell did she get all that cyberware from? Who the fuck are these
There
guys?
he is. George, the George I want to talk to. You, my friend, are...
I remember this asshole. He shorted me 5.
I didn't short you 5. I gave you money.
Shit chess player too.
I
Where the hell
lost
did he learn
on
that?
purpose.
His grandma?
God, you're an
He let
asshole.
you win.
I let you win to give you money. Listen, Cassandra's alive.
He's really good at repeating the obvious.
She's still trying to break and steal the data that's on that server.
That makes him pause for a second. It's like, how long's it been? What was
Cassandra, how long has it
it?
been?
It's been years. Those people are probably dead already. Hey, I really need some water. These pills they hurt going down. I don't feel so good.
If we got a drink on the truck, I'll give him something.
The short guy looks like he wants to anal probe me with that pistol. I got to clinch.
George, so it's been years. When we told Morlock about you, he paid us a lot of money to kill you. I don't have any intention of doing that.
Oh, back bastard. What's he going to do? Keep hiring runners to come after us? Haven't we suffered enough? He did have good tasted coffee, though. Man, coffee. I miss coffee.
I need help, you two. I don't even fucking know what's with this guy.
I love coffee. We should go get some coffee. Hey, George, where's the nearest place to get real coffee in this village? George?
Does he know about the coffee place in the castle? I think he might. Maybe they're trying to steal the coffee.
We are now, but is there anywhere else besides the castle to get real coffee, George?
He hasn't been in this shithole for long. He wouldn't be asking those questions otherwise. A freaking dwarf that sells that mammal crapped out coffee. That's the worst.
Perhaps something that was
What do these guys
out
want?
of a hairy
What's
butthole.
their game?
So
They say they want to steal something, a book.
yeah, that's what we've
Got
been
a
hired to
book.
take.
And I gotta tell you, I'm getting ready to shoot him just because,
What are you doing with that gun, man? Come on.
Shh, be quiet.
Little George, be quiet.
Listen,
We're talking to
we
big
got
George.
a gig to do, and I'm not sure if he's really gonna help us here. I sure as hell am not gonna trust him on a run if we go up on the castle with him.
Oh no, we're gonna throw him in a dumpster.
Sure,
Yeah,
Right,
he knows
George?
too much
That's-
now.
that might be step 2.
He's seen our faces. We have to
They're
kill him.
obviously planning to kill me.
Yeah,
Little do
I
they
just said
know,
that.
I
George-
actually know the codes to get into the computers. They won't get far without me.
There you go. Why don't you supply those codes and I won't shoot you?
And a place to get good coffee.
Wow, these guys are bad negotiators.
George,
And then I'm going to take my hammer fist and I'm going to smash it
Here
and
comes
try
the
to
pain.
break his knee.
Georgie is going to hate this in the morning. What are you doing, man? Oh!
Ivan, give him these drugs too. Like another dose, 2 reds, a blue, and a yellow.
Here you go, buddy. And just in they go.
Look, I'll take whatever you want to stop hurting me.
So
We don't want
George,
to talk to you.
your friend Cassandra here believes that you've been under some form of mind control.
Boy. All right. Okay. He falls just like lights out. But he doesn't stop talking.
There it is.
It's like, look, guys. This body's pretty much fucking useless now. I don't know what it is you want or what you're trying to steal. I can't help you in this condition. Cassandra looks bad, but she's alive. That's something. Look, you promise to get her out of here alive. Let her take whatever she came here for. I'll give you the codes. It'll get you the security. It'll get you onto their server.
Deal.
Put a bullet in this body. I'm sick of it.
Do you want us to download you?
No, I'm past that.
Because I got a boat that needs an AI.
You're a real dick, man. This is going to be a sad moment, but no, you just went and ruined it. That's how it is.
I was dead serious. The boat really needs an AI. It's got like laser beams and cameras
George,
and stuff.
If you give us the codes, we promise Cassandra she'll get her data and she'll walk out of here, well, better shape than she's in right now.
All right. He's going to be out for a while. Look, we're in some kind of van, right?
Yeah.
Take us out of the town. Let her go. I'll give them to you.
Do we have an agreement?
Cassandra is not so... I mean, you can tell by her expression, she's not happy about it, but she's not saying anything.
I'm good with this, guys. Cantu?
Remember, she takes the data.
Oh, yeah. What data? Oh, this one right here?
Yeah, copy it if you want. I don't know if it'll be any good to you, but let her take it.
Yeah, I'm good with this.
I didn't already copy it.
All right. So what do you guys do?
Give her the drive.
Give her the drive. Drive out of town.
There's a lot of driving in this deal.
Yeah.
Right. Techno G, your drones tell you that you're being followed by a drone. Passively so far, but you're being tagged. It's like, you've got cameras on you.
Outside of my area signal jammer?
Well, this is within the area. So they can't report back, but they can still follow you.
Oh, I see. Shoot it down.
You want to shoot it down? Yeah, all right. If you send your drones after it, if that's what you want to do.
Do I want to shoot it down? I feel like I should. I feel like once it leaves the signal jamming, it's going to send data on us that we don't want sent. So it's like preemptively, like that one time that somebody was in a sewer and they walked around a corner and then there was a camera. We're just going to backtrack and take out the camera before they walk around the corner of the sewer.
Right. Well, these drones aren't armed. They're certainly slower than yours, so I'm not going to have you roll anything. So they'll take care of your what's following you.
And then we stop and I run out and I grab the drone that just got shot down and I chuck it in the back of the van and then I get back in and
okay.
We strip the data core out of that thing. I want to see what else it has.
All right. So what do you do with her?
I'm cool following, give her back her bits, help her get reassembled, and then let her exit.
All right.
At the 10-mile marker.
She tells you in Russian, I have a condition.
Oh.
I'm listening.
Do what he says, and I take his body.
Also, saves us trouble.
I mean, we could save ourselves a bullet and just stun them, and she can take it with her.
Do you want to listen?
Bullets are expensive. Wait, we didn't pay
I'm
for these.
cool
We're getting paid.
even not shooting him if you just want to take him alive.
Are you a good liar?
Good enough for today.
Well, she'll nod. Okay, so she gets out and makes to leave. At least gets out of the eye of what little eyesight that George has. Is like his eyes are like kind of just flickering, and their eyes are moving rapidly behind his eyelids. And he says, "All right, somebody give me a keyboard. Stick it under his left hand."
This is you, Techno.
There you go. It's a size. It's a mini size, so it's a 75%. So you know,
the left hand kind of reaches out, feels around for it a bit. You know, he miskeys a few times. He gets the hang of it, and he keys in a fairly long code. It's like 64 alphanumeric digits. Gets it in. He puts it in a second time, and he says, "Make sure those match."
Yes.
That's it. All right. One between the eyes, guys. Let me out of here.
Stun stick.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Coward.
Just roll him out of the van.
Give him to her. I'll also give her the rest of his party pack of drugs and his passport.
Yep. And you gave her her data module, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I do have a copy of it, though.
Do you give her her gun back?
That's on Gantu.
She didn't technically ask for it.
Sure. Gantu's like all his ability not to kill both of them has really been fun. That's what he's been funneling for the past hour, however long. It's like I've been wanting to kill both of them.
That gun is very shiny.
Just give it to him. Just take it. Let's do it.
All right. Well, there you go. You have an access code. Supposedly, it'll get you into the Shalasha security systems and server. What to do now? Obviously, the fact that the network has gone down is going to be noted.
Do we go ahead and charge it now, like you were suggesting, Gantu?
I think we're pretty fucked. I think we should have charged a while back because now they've got like signal jamming that's happening. They've got a fire at the location where they had some kind of witch lady or whatever that was funneling information to them. There's now destroyed drones. Like, I mean, we know that there's cameras all over this place, and we've been doing some freaking weird shit, carrying around weaponry and such. Like, I'm pretty sure we're going to be walking into it.
You have to remember, though, once we jumped out that window and we got in the van, it's only eyes on. Everything else.
No, none of that matters, man. Like, that's
up.
just us specifically, man. They know that there's fucking people here. You know?
Yeah,
shit burned down.
I wish I would have thought about that. You're right, Gantu.
They might not know it's us specifically, but like they're going to be.
Break back into the mesh surveillance system and maybe doctor up some images of Cassandra there blowing shit up.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think storming's a good idea because at least there's, I mean, there's no good answer here, but I think the longer we wait, the more they're going to be, I think the more they're just going to be ready in one way or the other for us.
So how do we go up?
Yeah, that's the question. You found out a couple of ways. Like there is that wire lift, kind of like a ski lift that goes up. There is the main road, which winds around the base going up to the castle, but is likely to be the most protected route. And then there is scaling the back end that ends in sheer cliffs and the ocean below.
But we do have drone controlled 200 meters of stealth grapple line, which might be the way to go.
Yep. Their air security is really tight, whereas they have ground-to-air missiles.
We could
and a lot of drones.
We could load up on gear, everything we can carry, have it drop us off on the cliff side, and then remote program. I can remote drive the SUV up the main road as a distraction while we're coming up the cliffs.
That's a good idea. Can we rig that SUV to explode?
Oh, of course we can. We've got missile launchers and grenades and whatever we need to blow that thing up.
We'll have to go in hot and heavy from the back, but I like it. I was going to keep it serious. You ruined it.
Chill out, clip that.
Yeah, so what's the plan? It's like 4 a.m. at this point. A lot of the village, at least in the downtown, is awake because they're dealing with a fire in their
even better. We go now. We go
in their
right
one
now.
building, their one tourist place in the area.
Yep.
I think we should go.
Let's go. Yeah, let's send the truck up the front, rig it to explode when it hopefully can get in or get close, and then we take these zip lines, maybe have one of your drones secure it up top, and we climb the side of the rock.
We've got climbing boots. We've got low light goggles. We've got...
Yeah. Let's shimmy up the back.
I feel like we should... Missile launchers at close range, probably not good. We could probably just mount them on the, like, inside the SUV, and when it gets up there, we'll just blow it when it gets to the major security checkpoint.
Yeah. So if I get this right, you're going to make a diversion with the van.
Yeah.
Right.
And you guys are going to go up the back from the sea up, scaling the back of the castle.
Yeah.
Right.
Which would be the hardest way to get in there, which is
right.
Why it might be less protected. Okay.
Because of the tram, because wasn't there like a employer's tram, but that's only going to go like specific times, right? So like that.
Well, I mean, it's only planned to go at specific times.
It would be really suspicious if it just started going now.
We would be a setting duck.
That's a good idea. Let's send that to go up and explode too.
Let's do both the van and that.
2 missile launching rounds in the van and 2 missile launchers in the tram. What the hell's the name of it? What's it called?
How quickly can we rig that, though? We can get the truck right now. We don't have to make an extra trip if we're trying to be real quick getting there.
It stops off in the village, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What do you think,
Andrew? And it goes all the way to the top of the Schloss.
I think it's not a terrible idea, but I'm just worried that it's going to put more time between us and getting to the castle.
I mean, I agree. If it starts showing up off schedule, someone's going to be suspicious. Maybe they don't blow it up out of nowhere.
If they blow it up, they blow it up
for us. No, I'm saying if we were on it. So I think like
not taking
we
it.
Gotta climb.
We gotta climb.
Then they don't know. Like, right? Then maybe they'll be like, oh, they wouldn't. That's the distraction to our distraction. So they're like, we're gonna blow up the tram, and then they have to be in the van, and they're gonna focus on the van, and we're all like Batman 1960s up the backside.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can do it like a drive-by super fast, it's one thing, but like. I think we gotta go. I mean, we gotta get. I think it's best to do the climb.
We should be able to just physically break in, push the button for it to go, load some ordnance in it, and then we just head off.
I mean, I don't even think we got to put like ordnance in it. If we just
send
it
it across,
it's gonna confuse them.
All right. Is the tram along that path, or do we have to make a separate?
Oh, the tram is near the middle of the town, a little further away from the information bureau, so you wouldn't be running into the people that are trying to put out the fire. But it's still right there in the middle of the town. I mean, you're basically right there yourself. So not far.
Let's do it then. Just brush the window out, hit the go button. We don't need to worry about rigging it to explode.
Yeah, I mean, we already got the signal jamming up, so it's not like they know it's us doing it. So by the time that jamming goes down, hopefully it'll be over and done. So
yeah.
All right. So you just want to get the tram running, just off schedule, just going up. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Well, I mean, no one's really thought that anyone was going to, hijack a tram. So it has minimal protection, basically just a gate that you jump over, power it up, and just get it moving.
Mm-hmm.
tram the carriages down here at this point. Were you going to load it up with any kind of payload, or are you just going to send it up as it is?
Send it up.
Okay. Yep. Hit the power and it starts climbing. It's a gradual thing. This actually is meant to be like, get this picturesque view of the valley and the castle coming up. So it takes a while. But it's starting to go on up. All right. So I should ask, as players, you guys are about to assault a fortress with people that potentially are ready for you. Do you want to continue tonight, or do you want to wait until Friendon joins you again?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
We have got 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes, so we could end it here if you want.
He's in like an anti-baby Bjorn on my back as we're climbing up. Like, I got him. Saved my life once.
He's been partying with all the people at the youth hostel.
Hey, that was his mission. Is getting good with them. I suspect it's going to take more than 15 minutes.
Yeah. Unless you want to do anything more than unless you want to do more planning, which it sounds like you're not, you just want to storm the place before anything else can go down.
Yeah. I just feel like the cat's out of the bag. Like whether it's specifically us, they know it's coming. They know something's going on, and they already know that, like, they've already destroyed another running crew. So like a runner.
I know something we can do real quick before we end, because we have 6 smoke grenades, 6 stun grenades, the missile launchers, and we could divvy that up so that we're not fumbling around with it later. Like, you get one of these and you get one of these.
Well, I figured, because the SUV, you can remotely drive the SUV kind of that direction.
Yeah, I have the vehicle control rig, so the
rest of us can be gearing up in our climbing gear, getting any extra shit we need to take.
We have 3 super shock taser guns, white noise generator, bug scanner,
rigging up the
other thing I wanted to point out is just remember the other information that you got is that the Baron had no idea of what was going on with his server, and he wasn't the one that destroyed the running crew. He told his men to go bring them to the border and let them go.
Yep. There's a third party here that's,
or he's got some kind of he's got some kind of head of the captain of the guard type of thing, just
gone rogue,
or just doing the dirty work so that the Baron don't know about it or whatever.
Sure, plausible deniability.
Yeah, like, I mean, I definitely I expect that whatever we do run into is going to be formidable. Like, I mean, we don't have a lot of info yet, but I don't know. I get the feeling that the longer we wait, the more.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you get the van rigged up. You're rigging it to explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get as close as it can to the major security point, and hopefully take out as many enemies as possible.
So I'll point out though that if you're going to pilot it remotely, right?
I have to be carried up.
Well, your jammer can't be on, meaning that their eyes in the sky is definitely going to still be active.
It's got a dog brain, right?
It is. It's a fairly simple road. If you wanted to program it,
drive up and explode.
I'll tell you what, make me a roll here, and we'll base this on your technical skill. All right, so
hacking, electronics, piloting.
Let's do piloting and electronics.
Okay.
Either one. You just pick one, either piloting or electronics.
I'll take 7 + 1 or 6 + 3.
And then it's going to be logic. Yep, it's going to be logic. All right, the number of successes that you get are the number of commands you can give the vehicle.
Okay.
The simplest command is going to be drive up the road.
I got 4 successes.
All right. So what do you want to program into its dog brain?
Drive up the road. Get to the most populated security checkpoint. Blow up. Hey, I did it in 3.
Okay. Now he does have sensor suites, so you can tell it to evade so that it could last longer. Just pointing that out.
Evade while driving up, then find most populated and explode.
Okay.
Most populated secure point.
All right, so that's done. You're getting the skylift moving. So the only thing left is you guys need to get there by water and then climb the back end.
Sure.
So how do you want to get there?
How much water? How far? What distance? I guess.
Like I said, the castle's about 10 miles away from the town.
Where's the closest docks?
There's one right here in town.
Steal a boat.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So while the town is involved, there's fire going on, you steal a boat.
Yeah.
Don't have anyone roll for that. That's fine. What gear are you taking? You guys have a lot of gear, but you can't carry it all. So what are you taking with you?
Grapple gun with attached rappelling gear, stealth grapple line, 200 meters, climbing gear for everybody, climbing boots.
I don't think we need snowshoes. We can take the grenades,
goggles, maybe.
Low light goggles, med kit, stim patch.
Yeah.
We're already wearing the armor.
Are you taking the rocket launchers?
No, I don't think so. Where's that?
Nah, so we're gonna blow ourselves up.
There it is.
I like hand around to Gantu. I'm like, can you put that in your thing?
Just
That
shove it
fit?
up my
Is this
leg.
same
No,
caliber?
It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. I'm like limping.
Yeah. Pistol with the silencer, the encrypted comm units.
Yeah.
Taser guns, I'm not super worried about. White noise generator. Oh, the bug
I
scanner.
don't-
We'll definitely want those maglock keys.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the bug scanner. Well, not really now.
We all
Why didn't we
have-
use that earlier? Beep, 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 beep. Oh, there it is.
The respirators may not be terrible.
Especially if you take the smoke grenades, or if
Yeah.
the stun grenades are chemical
Yeah.
as opposed to electrical.
Climbing stuff, low light goggles, med kits, all the trank or stim and trank patches.
When we split it up, it's like one each, except for like stim and trank, which would be 3 each, and then the med kit and the grenades we have to split up.
All right. Mostly I just want to know about the heavy artillery. So
Yeah.
you are not bringing rockets.
No.
Okay.
And if they don't
Alrighty
fit
then.
in Gantu's foot.
All right. Well, let's end it there then. And the next time we're doing a hot assault on a castle that's ready for an assault.
We're gonna totally fool them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fired up the lift.
Surely these people aren't stupid enough to attempt. Oh, there they are.
Oh, there they are.
Nice. All right. Well, let's end it there. Hopefully we'll have a friend in the next time. Let's lead out. Let's just go in reverse. Christopher, anything you want to plug?
Right here on Twitch, all the RPGs, or you can find, especially Mondays and Fridays are DM Prep. Wednesdays are Star Crawl or Mischief Golden Piracy. I'm too tired. 2oggames.com. Done.
Jeff.
Adventures in Lollygagging, twitch.tv/the Lollygaggers. You can catch us tomorrow night, actually, over on the Free League Publishing channel, playing Vaesen at 9 Central. Chuck and Bert will be in that game. And then back on our own channel, we'll be playing Best Left Buried, I believe, on Saturday at around 5 Central. So that's this week.
And Chuck.
Twitch.tv/Defenders of Kobold. What do we got? We got Wednesday. We got Spectaculars. Friday, we'll be back for some Mutant Year Zero. Saturday, I'll be over on Goodman Games Official. Bert and Christopher in that as we play Music of the Spheres as Chaos. Maybe the last session in this adventure. I'm not sure yet. And yeah, we got Zines out. Dan Dies in the End and Halloween 2020 if you look for us on Drive-Thru RPG. I don't know. Are we doing anything on Tuesday on Notorious?
Dungeons and Dragons first edition if no one else is being taken by Matt.
I don't think so. I think this week he's got an interview with Andrew Garska for Alien.
All right. Well, yeah, maybe first edition
Maybe.
Dungeons and Dragons then.
On Tuesday. Yeah, that's what I got.
All right. Well, follow my podcast of Steam, Steel, and Murder, which can be found at Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com, twitch.tv/Blue Twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder. Sorry, new to me. And running things on here, Notorious DMG. So that is all for tonight, guys. Let's let these poor Shadowrunners rest in peace tonight.
We're fine. Everything's fine. It's gonna be fine.